So we're looking at angle of elevation. Now, angle of elevation is simply an angle that is formed when an observer, let's say you have an observer here on the ground level, all right? Now, observing an object here. So let's say the observer is A, observing an object, let's say B, all right? So when an observer is sighting an object, so this is the angle that is formed when an observer sights an object here. Now, this is his normal eye level. Now, when he raises his eye above his normal eye level, the angle formed there is called the angle of elevation. So this is the angle of elevation. All right. Now, let's look at this question here. We are asked that a ladder leans against a vertical wall. So suppose that this is a vertical wall and you want to place a ladder on this wall, and at the cost of placing the ladder on the wall, you would want to get the base, you want to get a balance on the ladder. Okay, now the ladder is leaned against the vertical wall at an angle 60 degrees to the wall, so it's trying to have a balance down here. So it's making an angle of what? 60 degrees. All right, now it's getting an angle of 60 degrees to the wall. Now, if the foot of the ladder is what? 8 meters away from the wall. This is the foot of the ladder, which is 8 meters away from the wall. This is the wall. Here is the wall. Here is the foot of the ladder. So here is 8 meters away from what? The wall. Okay. Now the question is, calculate the length of the what? The ladder. You're looking for the length of the ladder. This is the ladder. We want to get the length of the ladder, AB. So how do you solve this? It's very easy. All right. So what you just need to do is to know the relationship between, this is where you're looking for, which is the length of the ladder. Okay. Now, as against the distance from the foot of the wall to where, from the foot of the ladder to the what? To the wall, the foot of the ladder to the wall. Okay, so we're going to look for the relationship between this and this. When you look at this clearly, you see that when you apply the SOHCAHTOA method, you discover that the relationship is, here is opposite, which is I'm not interested in the opposite. This is opposite, this is hypotenuse, and here is what? Adjacent. So we're looking for a relationship between adjacent and what? Hypotenuse, which is K, and which is cos of the angle, cos 60, is equals to adjacent, which is what? 8, all over what? The hypotenuse, which is x. Okay, that's what we're looking for. So when we cross multiply, all right, well, cross multiply, we're going to have 8 times 1 is 8, is equals to x cos 60. We're looking for x. So when you divide it by cos 60 and divide it by cos 60, you see that you have that your x is equals to 8 over what? Cos 60. 8 over cos 60. And this is equals to 8 over cos 60. Cos 60 is 0.5 or 1 over 2. 1 over 2. So this is equals to 8 divided by 1 over 2. And which is equals to 8 times 2 over 1. And which is 16 meters. 16 meters. So that means the length of the ladder is 16 meters. I hope this is clear. Okay, do well to follow, like, and share this video. Bye.